mean I owe money? They withhold half my salary every week.
Oh, well, you should have come to the accountant with me.
But why do I have to sit around for 3 hours every year in Irving's office just to have him tell me I need another tax shelter?
Because maybe you could have proven some of these deductions that you wanted to claim, and you wouldn't end up owing the government so much money at the end of each year.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Well, believe it. Good morning. Well, you're an early bird.
Well, I wanted to catch you before you went to the office. Hi, Roger. I'm glad you're here, too.
Hi.
Am I interrupting something? Do you have a couple of minutes?
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on. I was just watching Roger get very angry and mad over his tax situation.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about anything else but that.
Well, Tom's in a lot of trouble. I really am worried about him.
What kind of trouble?
He received a notice requiring him to appear before the Immigration Service meeting. You know he's an illegal alien.
Yeah, but I assume that he was straightening all of that out.
Well, he'd like to, but it's very difficult. It isn't a matter of deportation or anything like that yet. It's the danger of potential gossip.
Gossip?
If an illegal Irish immigrant by the name of Tom O'Brien appears before the immigration people, talk will start in the Irish-American community in New York. And once that starts, Tom says that it won't be long before it filters back to Limerick.
And the Donahue family learns that he isn't dead.
That's about it.
But wait a minute, there has to be another answer. I mean, can't we postpone the trial?
Frank tried, but there wasn't anything he could do. Now, Jack has a friend with immigration, and at least he can get us some information, but...
And Tom is sure that the family would come after him.
He says there's still 2 other brothers at home, and he can't believe he'd be lucky to escape again.
Oh, he could go away, change his name.
Find a new way to get a Social Security number, make a new set of friends, start all over. It isn't easy to do.
No.
But there is one other possible solution.
Oh?
I could marry him.
What?
Well, as Mary suggested, it would solve all of Tom's problems if he found a nice American citizen and married her.
Oh, yeah, that would be terrific from a legal aspect, yes.
I know, it's a pretty heavy idea. I haven't come to grips with it yet. And I thought before I said anything to Tom, I'd kind of like to consider it out loud. Do you have any thoughts on the subject?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I think we do.
And $50 hanging handbag organizer.
Delia. Delia, wake up. Come on, honey. Can't be that asleep.
What? Patty?
It's morning. Sun's out. Weather's clear. We haven't been out of this cabin for 18 hours.
I like it here.
Well, think. There must be something you'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, come on, you gotta come up with something.
I'll try. I really will. I'll try to think.
This is the cruise you were so desperate to be on. How about some swimming before breakfast? We could go lie in the sun or find some people to talk to in the lounge.
No way. I got it. I think I got it.
What?
Room service. It's perfect.
Listen, is there some reason you don't want to leave the cabin?
No, I'm just real lazy, that's all.
You don't feel bad?
No.
Because if you are sick, I'm sure they have whatever we would need over in the infirmary.
No, I don't need to go to the infirmary.
The sounds of you, you don't want to go anywhere.
I would like to just stay here. You know, why don't we play word games like we did last night?
Because we did that for 3 hours. And we're missing out on a lot of what you're supposed to enjoy on a cruise.
Honey, I enjoy being with you.
Are you telling me that you don't want to go up on deck?
I'm telling you I'd like to stay in our snug little cabin, that's all.
Well, I want to go do something.
Yeah, well, why can't we do something here?
You sound like you're afraid.
No, you're just reading into it, that's all.
What are you afraid of?
Nothing.
Is there something you're trying to avoid?
No.
Then I want you to get up.
Look, I'm really not finished sleeping yet. I just want to complete my sleep, okay?
You can sleep up on the deck.
No, I can't, because I know I'm going to get very sunburned.
You can always use suntan lotion.
Oh, Patty, please.
Look, honey, I don't know what you're doing, but it's not good for either one of us to be cooped up in this little cabin for the rest of the trip.
Couldn't be that bad.
You don't seem to have any good reason for not wanting to go up on deck. So we're going to do just that.
Honey, I don't want to go up on the deck.
Hey, are you lying to me about something?
No.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No.
I want you to get out of this bed and put on that nice little bathing suit that you had Mom buy you just for the trip.
Oh, Patty, come on, please.
If you don't, I'm going to pick you up and carry you up on deck exactly the way you are. And won't that cause a sensation? You'll be the talk of the whole ship.
You wouldn't do that to me.
That's your last word on the subject?
Honey, you don't realize what you're doing to me.
I realize that you're concerned about Tom, but there has to be another answer besides marrying him.
I can't think of one. Can you?
Faith, marriage seems like such an awfully big step.
I know, and this is why I'm going at this whole idea very gently.
Well, I certainly think that's a sensible idea.
It's been really hard not saying anything to Tom. He had nightmares all last night about Terry, the Donahue girl that died, and about Liam.
Look, maybe I don't know enough about the situation to comment intelligently, but would you mind telling us how you happen to know all the details of the bad dreams that Tom had last night?
I started staying over at Tom's to look after him when he was released from the hospital. And now we're more or less living together.
Oh, well, that certainly does change things.
Tom says he's in love with me.
What about you?
I like Tom very much. I love him. But I can't pretend that I'm in love with him. If I was, I wouldn't have this problem.
What about Patrick?
Oh, there's no way I would be honest if I said I was over Pat. Because it's the residual feelings I have for him that I can't make a full commitment to Tom.
Yes, but if you were still emotionally involved with Pat, I don't understand any of this.
But Pat is determined to honor his commitment with Delia. And I have to believe that's what he's going to do.
But, maybe not. People do change.
One way or another, Pat has been involved with Dee since they were 16 years old. And I can't go on structuring my life around the expectation that he might give up on her.
It's my guess that you're making a big mistake about that.
Oh, Roger, stop that, please. I have to believe that my decision to go on planning my life without Pat was the right one.
But Pat and Delia will not go on forever.
I don't know what crystal ball you rely on, but I can't use it. I have a real problem with a real time limit, and that's all I can deal with.
Seems to me like you've made up your mind already.
No, I haven't, really. Except about Pat. I know he can't be a part of my thinking.
Wait, look, now tell us where you are with Tom again.
Tom is the nicest man. He's so sweet. He's funny, incredibly romantic. You're the one who said a new romance would be good for me, and it has been.
Yes, but I didn't think it was going to get this complicated.
Neither did I. It was such a relief to find someone who loved me and with whom I had fun with, without planning for a lifetime.
Maybe you could keep it that way.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, knowing that compulsive impulsively honest little spirit of yours, I assume that you've inflicted on Tom every little doubt that you have about your feelings for him.
I've told Tom the truth, yes. And he's very understanding.
Well, in that case, if you've told him the exact truth, what's the problem about going ahead and marrying him?
Roger?
Oh, she could help his present situation, which is very serious right now, and at the same time continue what clearly seems to be a very pleasant relationship up until now.
Yes.
And Tom could apply for his citizenship, and if it stopped being fun, there could always be an amicable divorce.
You know, when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, you always choose the most dishonest path, don't you?
Dishonest? You're opposed to it.
You bet I am.
Well, tell me why, because that's just the idea I'm considering.
Because we're not dealing with two relatively uninvolved people here who are about to go into this together to defraud the government. We're talking about a man who claims to be in love with you.
Yes.
And if you marry him, I cannot conceive of him not taking that marriage seriously, no matter what you have agreed to in advance.
Why can't we go on just the way we've been going? Which has been fun.
Oh, Faith, come on.
He wouldn't have to get serious.
But he would. He would. You are a very lovable young woman. And I know that if he went into that marriage, he would take it seriously while you were just playing around.
But if Faith knows all of that in advance and keeps warning
Look,
Tom...
I do not think that it is your position to encourage her.
But she doesn't have to be overly cautious just because you are.
Oh, and what's that supposed to mean?
That means that you and Frank would have gotten together a lot sooner
Look,
if you
I
hadn't...
am not going to dignify that with an answer. And first of all, we are not discussing my problems. We are trying to help Faith out.
You are helping me. I'm pretty sure I know what to do.
Do you?
Well, what has to be dealt with is Tom's immediate situation. And I don't see what other choice I have.
Faith.
As for future problems, Jill, I just have to hope that if Tom and I are honest with each other from the beginning, we'll be able to manage things.
I tell you, I just really wish that you would take the time to consider this.
We don't have the time. That's the whole problem. And I don't see what else I can do.
It won't.
Free shipping with a minimum order.
Step up. Good. Okay, we're almost here. Right here.
Oh, it's so hot outside.
Ah, you'll get used to it. Feels good. Sit down.
Is there anybody around? A lot of people?
The Steel Band has quite a crowd around it over there, and people playing shuffleboard around the corner. That's about it. Can I get you something?
No, I can get anything by feel, you know? Oh, here it is.
Aren't you using quite a lot of that stuff?
No, honey. My skin is so sensitive.
Don't you like the sun?
I like it. It's not that. It's just that... I don't know. It's just a lot hotter down here than it is at home. Ah, okay.
I'm not sure if you're out here to be in the sun or to hide from it.
It's just that I'm really hot, that's all. Honey, I just want to lie back. And I just want to think about us being happy, you know? I want to think about us when we were in Boston. Remember? Roger took me away on that weekend and you came after me?
Yeah, I remember.
You were so nice to me. I think that was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Yeah, well, it was a nice weekend, but that was a long time ago.
No, but I know it could be good again. Okay, we just have to try. I know, I'm gonna try real hard.
You should see the shirt your friend Howard has on. Must have bought it at the last port of call.
Oh.
Steel band's drawing quite a crowd now. A lot of people coming out to hear him.
Look, honey, I am so hot. Couldn't we go back to the cabin?
We just got here.
Yeah, but I feel like a lobster under a broiler. Oh.
Tell you what, I'll get you one of those incredible tall cold drinks. All right?
Oh, okay.
Don't go away. I'll be right back.
All right.
Delia! It's me, Howard Simpson.
Howard, how'd you know it was me?
Oh, come on, honey. There's no one on board with looks like yours.
Oh, Howard.
Hey, listen, I hate to bother you, but, you gotta get off this deck. My wife is right around the corner playing shuffleboard, and if she sees you...
What is she gonna do? Is she gonna tell Patty that I'm not blind?
Listen, couldn't you go below?
No. Patty wouldn't let me.
Oh, if she sees you with Patty, she's gonna tell him that she found us together in the cabin. She'll tell him everything.
No, wait a minute, Howard. Howard, isn't there anything that you can do about this?
Well, what can I do? I mean, I tried. I'll try. I don't know what to do. You see, the more I talk to her, the more guilty she thinks we were. And she's extra mad now because she keeps losing at shuffleboard.
Well, Howard, why don't you play with her and make sure that she wins?
Well, she does win from me.
Look, Howard, could you please do something? Please just try.
I'll try, but I don't want anybody to get in trouble on account of me. I mean, listen, whatever happens, if you run into her, don't argue back.
Okay, don't argue back. Thank you, Howard.
Here you are, honey. Bartender says this will cure anything.
Oh, honey, I am so hot. I really want to
Just
go back
sip
to the
this.
cabin.
7 kinds of rum and guaranteed happiness. Go ahead, try it.
It's really fine. Only...
Finish that, and if you still aren't feeling well, then we'll go inside. Hey, take your time with that. Bartender says it takes 30 minutes to take effect. You have to give it at least that long.
Honey, 30 minutes seems like 30 years to me.
Easy does it. Some time like this in the sun could change everything.
Months.
I'll stop.
Hello there. Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Well, I thought I'd come home and see if I could steal half your lunch.
Well, you certainly can.
Also, I have a proposal that might be the solution to all your problems.
Oh? Well, I certainly want to hear that.
Let's get married.
That was your half that fell.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did. And it's echoing around in my head. And Faith, I haven't felt so wonderful in years.
Well, I'm sorry your half of the sandwich fell.
You know that I love you.
Yes.
And that our getting married would be, for me, a kind of bliss.
Yes.
But it wouldn't be that for you, would it? No? Who can eat at a time like this?
Tom, you wouldn't have to go to that immigration hearing, and that would be wonderful.
Yes. It's tempting. I can't take you up on it, Faith.
What?
But, you see, it wouldn't be fair. You don't love me.
Not the way you mean. But, Tom, I care about you. I care about you very much.
Sit down. You've been telling me for days not to include you in my daydreams for the future.
Tom, you're in a terrible situation. Our getting married could get you out of it.
But you would pay a price.
No. Why? Why would I?
Because it wouldn't be right.
If we're honest with each other, if we enjoy being together, why shouldn't we get married if it will help you out?
But marriage is more than that.
Our marriage would start out differently, that's all. And if by any chance we find that we're falling desperately in love with each other, we'll stay together. If that doesn't happen, we'll stay together as friends until you've taken out your citizenship papers, and we'll have the friendliest divorce you ever saw.
It still wouldn't be fair to you.
You are the one who's in trouble. Why are you so worried about me?
But even so,
Is it because I, a mere girl, is doing something to save you from trouble?
oh, I don't know. Perhaps.
If the situation were the other way around, you'd play the knight in shining armor and rescue me fast enough. I know you would.
That's right, given the slightest opportunity.
Then let me do this for you, Tom. I'm quite grown up, and I know exactly what I'm getting into.
Oh, but Faith, you don't.
What don't I know?
But you don't know me very well. I mean, you don't know the sort of person that I am.
Oh, of all the dumb things to say. Who was it that wrote, "If you want to know me, come and live with me"? I think I know you very well, Tom. And beyond that, what I know, I like.
It would be a big mistake.
The mistake would be for you to go to that immigration hearing.
I'm not planning on going, believe me.
Then what? Run away? Try to find some other place to hide?
Not if I can avoid it.
Well, then you tell me what other choice you have.
Brad Pitt, Cher, Liam Neeson, Sarah Jessica Parker, Nicolas Cage. SoapNet has the biggest names in the movies you want to watch. The Sunday Night Movie, Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on SoapNet.